We're going to be live. We're live. Hey, good morning. It's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum, and it's 2020, right? This is episode 164 of the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show, and we talk about Agile and Scrum in a tactical and practical way to help you grow your business and get home to family and friends at a decent hour. And this is New Year in 2020, so hopefully we'll do more of getting home a decent hour, hang out with your friends and family. We're a little late today. It's 9 o'clock East Coast time. We usually start around in the 5 o'clock hour. So we're like 4 hours late, but it was a lot of fun here on 2 Street. I posted pictures. Eddie was dancing, right, Ed? Did you do some dancing yesterday? He did some dancing. He's doing ABC spelling, right? ABC spelling? Okay, good. He's working on the spelling in the new year. So that's good. Everybody's learning. And Bubbles is coming here. Hey, Bubbles, you coming up? She's causing trouble. She's moving my board that tells what I'm going to talk about. Anyway, so I want to talk about a couple things. I got the day off today. That's kind of why I'm late, and didn't need to get up so early, per se. But that's okay. We're going to get back on it starting tomorrow. I'm going to go to work. And today, the family and I are going to go to some museums, check out some history stuff today, because it's off and the places should be open and everything. So it should be good. Cat tail on the boy's face. Anyway, so you can tell all my guest stars are here today. The cat and the boy.
What about the other cat?
I don't know about that. She doesn't come on the show too often. She used to. She was in the first couple shows. Anyway, so talking about history, and one of the things that came up the other day is in SAFe, there's a mention about 8 hours equals a point and all that. And I also talk about how you figure out what's your history of velocity. Everybody asks that question. I'm really surprised. How do you figure out your velocity of your team? Well, it's based on history. So if your team has been doing well, and say they've been on average 40 points, then your future you use is 40 points. It's very simple. Though everybody seems to ask questions. How do I figure out my team's velocity and project it in the next sprint? Well, you use what you did in the past couple sprints. That's what we do in Scrum and SAFe and any one of those things. You should use past history to figure out the future. Which is kind of odd why they'd ask the question. This is very elementary, and everybody takes these classes and they go, well, it's got to be something. But what I found in SAFe, and I know we're talking about that, so we're going to go out, go check out history, learn from history, see what's out there in Philadelphia, and go around. And how does that apply to Agile Scrum, like we're talking about? History dictates what you project you can do as a team in the future. I always ask a team if they think they could do more than their history. I'm like, what did you do to change your process to allow you to do more than what you've done in the past? A lot of times they don't have an answer. It's like, well, we're just going to do it. I said, well, then you're just going to fail. How about that? Then try to prove me wrong. I'm saying, fine, prove me wrong. I said, it won't last long because you haven't changed anything and you're just going to complain and fall back to your old ways. So anyway, so what came up the other day was question is like, well, they use, I see so many people that don't understand Agile and Scrum, don't understand SAFe, don't understand this stuff. Say, well, it was written in a book that said something about, 8 hours is a point. Yeah, I can find the page that says 8 hours a point, but it says if you do not have any history. So if you're a brand new team or just formed together and you haven't done it before, what are you going to do? And I would assume people have not used Scrum or Kanban or anything like that in the past. They recommend using 8 hours as an initial estimate for your points. After your first couple sprints, you will figure out what those points are, and it's not going to equate to 8 hours. But it's an idea, and then they say, well, then that's how we measure it all the time. Points equate to hours. That's a bad thing, right? But you only use that if you have no basis of history to go from. After that, you just continue using it. And there's so many places that don't understand that. But I just want to share that with you. And just one of the battles you have with people that don't understand how this stuff works. First, the ones, well, it says 8 hours. It's just a piece of reference for the initial teams that have never done this before. It's not how you measure teams. If anybody does interpret that way, so you can get uniform across the teams, I'm like, yeah, no, I don't. Then you'll never improve your velocity. And we talked about in the previous episode, if you base your velocity on hours, then it always caps out to how many hours your team can put in. It'll never go up. It'll always be a flat line. And once it's always a flat line, why track it as a metric? Right? Doesn't make any sense. Yes, Ed. Yeah, it bubbles. I know she's there. She's purring away, right? You want to... Hi, cat. Anyway, we're just going to keep this to a one-topic episode today because it is my day off. And we got to go out and do some stuff before it gets too late. And it's already 9 o'clock. So anyway, Happy New Year. Happy Scrumming. We're going to be really pushing this stuff and really getting some new topics, some new ideas into the show and bring that up to you every day. So please forward your questions, comments, thoughts for the new year. If you have any concerns about Agile Scrum or any ideas or things you've done, let me know about it. And if you think you might want to be on the show, let me know. We're going to do some special interviews and things like that with other Scrum Masters and Agile coaches and people in the business. I'm figuring out how we're going to do that yet, but we are going to do it this year so that we're going to add that different twist to the show. With that, thumbs up. Have a great day. Ring the bell. Maybe we'll go check out the Liberty Bell today. We'll go check out the Liberty Bell?
Yeah.
Check out the Liberty Bell today. One of the nice things about Philly. Anyway, take care. Have a great day. And keep on scrumming. Bye. See ya.